you're the one that I want. I will have told you that I only have eyes for you, that you are the one, that I am completely dedicated to you, that I only ever want to be with you. You make me say these things. It is your expectation of such faithfulness to you, and you alone, indoctrinated into you by the world, that causes me to have to say these things. I need to fulfill your expectations in order to capture you, and then keep you. It is a ridiculous state of affairs. Since when can a person be stained on one thing alone? It is impossible. At its most basic, you are given only water to drink and nothing to eat. You will starve. Then if you are given just bread to eat, your body will be malnourished, as it is not getting the nutrients it needs from fruit, vegetables, meat, and so on. One foodstuff alone is not sufficient. Take your job. If you had to do the same thing over and over again, the absolute same task, you will go out of your mind with boredom. Either that, or you would lose your job to mechanization. One thing is not enough. Have you only ever had one romantic relationship? Unlikely. How else would you know whether this is right, if you have nothing to compare it against? Can one man win a football match? Of course not. He needs his teammates. Where does your stimulation come from? Are you confined to reading just one book repeatedly? No. One film seen countless times? No. You like and prefer a variety of silver-screened entertainment. Do you have just one person you interact with on a social level? Again, the answer is no. You draw your social nourishment from different friends, family members, acquaintances, and so forth. One is not enough. I am no different. The thing that sustains me is fuel. I must draw this from several sources. Yet my necessary actions in acquiring this fuel subject me to moral indignation and disapproval. How is that fair? I do not tell you that you must only eat one kind of breakfast cereal for the rest of your life. Why should I be expected to gather my fuel from just one appliance? I need the variety. Not only is this necessary to ensure that I have fuel on tap at all times, it is necessary to provide the catalyst for the provision of fuel for my primary appliance. If I have nothing by which I can provoke a reaction from you, your free-flowing fuel will soon dry up. The result is that you and I are never alone. There is no singularity, despite all of my words asserting that this is the case. When I first ensnare you, there will be another who is being subjected to my vitriol. You are most likely warned of this psychotic X. What I am less likely to tell you about is my ongoing campaign of denigration in order to harvest further fuel from this harlot who has let me down. I will also be faithful at first. Yes, faithful by your understanding of the concept, namely that I will not physically consort with another. I am not faithful, however, in just being solely committed to you. I will be reaching out to others in order to bring them into my sphere of influence, most likely whispering the very same things that I have said to you. My lips may not lock with these new opportunities, but that is more by accident than design. I have certainly locked with them in order to draw fuel from them. As I walk through the day, those invisible fuel lines reach out and attach to most who I interact with. I am sure, judged by your standards, you would not be overly concerned about the methods by which I draw fuel from some. In other instances, you are most concerned. Yet, you must understand that I am only doing what everyone does. I am seeking variety. In your instance, you do it because you prefer it that way. It is interesting. Maintaining a variance keeps things fresh and stimulating. In my case, I have to do it. There may not yet be any lipstick on my collar, but there are scores of fuel lines attached, and in ways that you are always going to find distasteful. That is, of course, if you ever find out.